Okay, I guess Dhar Mann is in trouble.
Some wacky
Hey, right now, like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and at the end of the video, leave a comment of what you think of what's going on in the video.
news for you today. This is going
Let's
to
see it.
absolutely floor you with shock.
Yeah.
It involves our beloved Dhar Mann.
No.
I'm sure all of you
17.8
know
million.
He has his own little extended
That is crazy.
universe, the
Okay.
DMCU, the Dhar Mann
I love
cinematic
Dhar Mann.
universe. Even if you've never subjected
free
yourself
content.
to the torture of watching a Dhar Mann video, I'm confident you've at least heard of them or seen them, because he pioneered an entire genre of telling the most basic stories and teaching the most basic lessons you learned as an 8-year-old.
And his videos are like 20 minutes
To
long.
watch them because I was so confused by their existence and their popularity. These things have like 50 million views sometimes.
Yes, true.
And it's literally things like be nice, don't be mean, don't cheat, don't judge a book by its cover. Like, it feels like he's making these things as like this repository of human emotion to teach to aliens that are trying to study us. It's crazy, and what's crazier is how popular they were. And the titles, they legitimately were a massive smashing success that other channels have emulated. Things like Tall Girl Dumps Short Guy and Lives to Regret It, Man Cheats on Wife, Lives to Regret It,
Businessman won't serve
Employee Spits in Boss's Burrito, Lives to Regret It.
And there's so many copycats. There's like life lessons with Luis.
Kid tries to cheat on math test. What happens next is shocking. Woman works 3 jobs to put food on the table for her kids. What happens next is shocking.
I want to know, like,
that kind of thing.
I want to know, like, the parents that are letting their kids watch these videos, are they not, like, watching it, like, too, and realize how brain dead the content is? Or, like, it's just that.
Dhar Mann started that. And he's also the one who always says that they're not just telling stories, they're changing lives. But this week, a lot of allegations came out against Dhar Mann.
I saw one of the actors go live on TikTok.
Stories, they're changing the lives of their actors in a much worse way. According to a lot of beloved actors that I know and love, such as Steve, our boy Steve, I've made a lot of content around Dhar Mann, and Steve's been one of my favorites. He has corroborated a lot of these claims that they just don't get paid, like, at all. He says that the majority of the actors can't even afford rent when they're contracted by Dhar Mann Studios.
Shot.
So it's a pretty big deal.
Dhar Mann's probably making millions off of these videos. Why is he not paying them? What's good, Multi? I don't understand that. If you are a rich individual and you have people that are doing all your heavy lifting for you, just pay them. Just pay them. Like, you're not missing out. Give them like $2,000, bro.
Essentially, as an actor at
if Dhar Mann gets like 50 million off a video, his retention rate is probably like 8 minutes. He's probably making like 200K a video. Maybe, I don't know if I understand it.
Videos. I am just a contract player. I have no employment there.
Why is the Stranger Things
called every now and then, as are all the other actors, and it just is not sustainable. One of the main issues.
This guy's a classic, though.
Is that not a single actor that works at Dhar Mann Studios can afford rent.
Hearing shit like that absolutely blows my mind because every single actor in the Dhar Mann...
Like, I would need to get paid 10K minimum to have to put myself through the torture of acting through a Dhar Mann video. I cannot believe that these guys do it for free.
The cinematic universe has like 1,000 roles. Like Steve, his name's not Steve, but he'll always be Steve to me, damn it. His real name is Colin. Colin accounts for probably like 40% of total screen time in Dhar Mann's videos, and he's not getting paid enough to afford rent? That's outrageous. And I went into the comments because I wanted to see what people were saying about all of this, and usually when you go into the comments you expect to see some absolutely wild shit, like, Dhar Mann's a bad guy, he showed me his butthole in one of my dreams.
What?
Or you'll find jokes
Social
like
Blade
one of the
real
top comments was, the PS5s changed Dhar Mann, which made me giggle. It's talking about Dhar Mann's obsession with giving away PS5s in the videos. But then one comment made an extremely good point that's pretty alarming to think about.
It's not child labor.
A lot of the actors in Dhar Mann's videos are children. And if he's this comfortable exploiting industry veterans like Colin has been in Better Call Saul, had minor roles in other huge productions.
He's been in Better Call Saul?
In the industry for a long time outside of the Dhar Mann Studios.
I think I've seen TikToks of that.
If
You're
Dhar
right.
Mann's exploiting people like Colin and other adult actors with horrible
I was trying to see his
pay,
Social Blade.
is he even paying the children at all? I have to wonder. Like, I can only imagine how messy that could potentially be. Like, does he just like write clout into their contracts? Like, hey, Junior, I'm making my 48th video on not judging a book by its cover. I need you to play the principal role. I'll give you 1,000 exposure dollars. My YouTube channel has 17.8 million subs. This is going to be great for your Instagram and your TikTok, so just sign here. No, you're not getting pay. I mean, I can give you like some sticks of gum, but that's about it.
That's probably what he does. He just gives them like clout instead of actually paying them. And And what about the parents? The parents should be like helping. I don't
Allegations
know.
are true, and every single actor I've seen in the Dhar Mann cinematic universe has come out corroborating each other, and they are out there protesting right now outside of Dhar Mann Studios. If all of those are true,
That's a
it's
crazy
very
sentence.
worrying to think about if he's also doing the same to the children actors in his content. Because those kids are not industry veterans, and their parents likely aren't familiar with the industry either.
True.
They might not know what fair pay is, or if
True.
there even
If
is
there-
pay
yeah,
for the work.
exactly.
Like, there's just so much messiness to all of that that could potentially be going on if all of the allegations are true. One of his big lessons is what happens in the dark always comes to the light. And goddamn is Dhar Mann learning that one
That's
right now. I saw
ironic.
that comment across every TikTok ever referring to this situation. Like, Dhar Mann is getting dunked on with his own lessons.
No. This is deep. This is all staged because he wants to teach us a lesson. He wants to teach us of don't judge a book by cover. We always thought Dhar Mann was a good man because he makes these amazing videos, and tells good life lessons. But at the end of the day, everything is not what you see. Yeah. That's deep. That is deep.
He even made a video kind of about this same thing, such as mean boss mistreating employees and lives to regret it. Dhar Mann is in that stage right now because all of his employees...
Bro, I'm
I
like
guess they're not
dehydrated. This
technically
water
employees,
tastes so
they're
good.
Contractors. All of them are coming out to talk about how miserable it was when it comes to...
I think this
pay,
is confirmed
and Dhar
pretty
Mann's
much.
complete refusal to even talk to them. He just dodges them at every possible opportunity, and apparently has even cultivated this culture where if you speak out against him, you get fired.
What?
So I'd like to go over all of these allegations with you and show
Or-
you some
or I
of
guess
the
they're
TikToks and the
allegations.
protests that they're currently doing against Dhar Mann Studios.
Dhar Mann Studios is like a whole building? Wait. It's a whole building. What are they cooking up in this building?
There's a ton of footage of their protest,
That
and
is
I
crazy.
recognize every single person in it.
I don't
also
recognize all
love
of
the
them.
shirts some of them are wearing that says, "What happens next is shocking." That's just beautiful. So even though Dhar Mann appears to want to teach lessons of positivity to everyone else, it's rules for thee and not for me. According to pretty much every actor, they're all saying the same thing about his refusal to communicate, as well as his
That's
refusal
crazy.
to actually pay them
Like, he's just
an
making it
actual
worse. Just
good
apologize,
wage for their
pay
work,
him, give him
which
an
is
extra,
odd
like,
because he makes
10 grand.
so much money off of the content.
Exactly.
It's tens of millions. Because when
Yep.
Dhar Mann makes a video, not only does it blow up on YouTube, getting
Facebook,
at least 10 million
TikTok,
views
yeah,
pretty
right,
much,
yeah.
but it's kind of like Ouroboros constantly eating its own ass here, because he'll take that same video that he made for YouTube and repackage it on every other platform, Facebook, TikTok, everywhere, to farm even more views for this crazy cycle
True.
of just getting maximum absorbency of views from everywhere. That's a ton of money.
It's a lot.
But even aside from
Facebook
the money he's
people
generating
love
on the
him.
content itself, he was already an extremely successful and extremely wealthy businessman. He had a very successful cosmetics line, and I think even before Dhar Mann Studios blew
Really?
up for him, he was worth right around $50 million.
Just-
This is a guy
what?
that could easily afford to pay his actors well, and I would have expected him to.
He
do
owned
that.
a cosmetic line? Oh, I don't know
Because
that.
I always got the impression that he was just like a genuinely good guy who just wanted to tell basic positive messages.
Never judge a
But
book by its
according to all
cover.
the actors, he's a
Steve.
wolf in sheep's clothing, which is extremely sad, and I feel terrible for
unfortunate,
all the
yeah.
actors in this situation because it really did play out like a Dhar Mann video. Aspiring up-and-coming actors thought they had landed a great gig with a great guy. What happens next will shock you.
We are protesting
You're not
why
funny.
we are out there right now. We've been talking to a lot of actors. It's the same. Everybody feels the same across the board. The trouble is, there's a culture at the
I
studio.
thought Dhar Mann was a good guy.
If you talk, you're out.
It seems the moral mastermind Dhar
Hmm. Bro,
Mann is
I'm, like,
ruling his
dehydrated. This
company
water
with an
is
iron
so
fist
good
of
for no reason.
fear, where if people speak out against him, I guess they're fired, at least according to the actors. I'm only showing you Colin's statement here, but there are so many others. You can find all of it by just looking up the
Yeah,
Dhar Mann
child labor laws
protests.
go
All
crazy.
of the main actors that you're used
He
to
might
seeing
get
in
sued.
Dhar Mann's videos have come out against
Like,
him.
why not
And
just
they're
pay
not
them?
being
They're
greedy,
he's rich.
by the way. Like, all of them are just saying, we just want, like, moderately decent pay for the work. Like, all of them are proud of the work they've done with Dhar Mann. Colin concludes the video by talking about how much all of it has meant to him. But if they can't afford rent, There's
True,
a
something else
huge
probably is going on
problem.
behind the scenes.
They're not looking to be paid
Uh-oh,
fucking
he's
six
probably, like,
figures per production
beating his
or anything.
employees or
They're
some
just
weird
looking
shit.
for fair pay for the work that they've done.
I
and
could
are
definitely see that
continuing
coming
to
out.
do for you. And the least you can do is at least hear them out, go to a meeting. But Colin
Yo, what's
and
good,
all the
Floods?
other actors talk
It's
about
good,
how
man.
Dhar Mann
How's it going?
continuously
About to play
avoids talking
a
to them.
SpongeBob
He
horror game. I'm
refuses
kinda
to actually sit down and have a conversation. I'll
interested.
let Colin explain that situation.
So we decided to come together as a group and talk collectively with our
Yeah, no,
boss,
it's going good. How are you, man?
Dhar Mann. We sent a letter to him, a hard copy and an email. The email was CC'd to the head of production as well, so that we made sure that Dhar got it, but it was addressed to Dhar. It was delivered to Dhar.
No, I
We were
haven't.
contacted, said we could have a meeting to discuss our issues. That meeting was pushed several times, changed on us. When we finally got to the meeting, we had reiterated that we wanted to
That was
be
good.
with Dhar. Dhar was not there.
Has
Following a
Big
couple
Village
days,
streamed yet or no?
Reiterating again, we would like to speak specifically with Dhar. This is what the meeting is about. This is our boss. This is who we want to talk to. End of the week.
He ain't
comes
talking to
and
you,
goes.
little bro.
We learned
Okay,
Saturday
interesting.
there will not be a meeting.
Apparently, Dhar Mann couldn't even be bothered to attend the meeting after pushing it several times and
Damn.
eventually just shutting that shit down entirely and putting the kibosh on it. He has so little respect for his talent that he refuses to even acknowledge them or hear them out or face them in person. He
Dhar Mann's just not
hides
paying his
behind
employees and just
emails
treating them like shit.
Horrible pay, I suppose. At least according to all of the actors. This is pretty much all of them. I have
That's
yet to
crazy.
see any like defense of Dhar Mann. So we only have one side of the story. I'm very interested to hear his side of it because this is an overwhelming amount coming out against
I know,
him.
yeah. Dhar Mann
And I
literally
really feel
preaches
like
not
what
doing
they're
that.
looking for is super reasonable. Talk to us. Like that's the only reason the protest is happening right now. Like the pay is obviously a huge problem, but the biggest issue is that he won't even talk to them to at least hear them out about the pay. So they don't even have that first step of getting the pay fixed, which is communication with the fucking guy who's decided their pay. So they just want to talk to him, but he won't let them. Which
The
is why they're
kids haven't
standing
said
outside of
anything,
the
I don't
Dhar
think
Mann
so.
Studios, ringing cowbells, blowing
It's
whistles
just,
and
I think it's just a theory about like the child labor stuff. Like the kids haven't said anything yet, but if they do come out, that could actually be a big lawsuit. I could see that.
letting everyone
That
know
could be
how
bad.
awful it's been. Like it is just
That's
wild
terrible.
to me that Dhar Mann, the absolute moral authority, the mega mind of morals, is this much of an asshole apparently. So yeah, anyway, that's about it. Just wanted to talk about all of this and let everyone know what's going on with it. Pretty
Thanks, Moist.
interesting situation. Hoping for the best for the actors that aren't getting paid well here. Hopefully that gets resolved. That's about it.
See ya.
So, yeah.
All right. Let's see the comments. He taught us racism is right. And now he bully teaches us. Yeah, he's teaching us that not paying your employees is bad, guys. This is so stupid. Interesting. Yeah, this. We'll see what happens. Probably something bad's something's a brewing. Something's a brewing. I can feel it.